5. All right. Okay. It's so hot. I'm just sweating. Let me see. Generation lock, rotate. Okay. It's not to concern about.
As a payoff, they come out big.
Given function is lock. What's that? Use lock. Rotate. Device. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you. Hey guys, SSizzleAndSpice family, how you doing on this Friday afternoon? Well, I am outside in the yard, and I don't do the yard much because I can't take so much of the biting stuff. It's hot out here, but nonetheless, I have on something long. It's long sleeve, but it's thin, very thin. So anyway, I also put it on so that I can protect myself from the things that comes off the tree, the leaves. So first we're gonna look at the fig tree. My husband and I were surprised to see that we know figs was on it, but didn't know that they were so ready. They were ripening, and one of the things with the fig trees is that it has these wasps. This species, because some species people said they don't have that issue. Anyway, the species that we have, it have these wasps that would go under the bottom of it, and I'll show you in a minute. And once they start to get into the berry and starting to suck that juice, what's happened is they just take up the whole tree. So we're trying to cut them, pick them, harvest them as they're ripe so that we don't have an infestation of those wasps. All right, so let's take a look. Take a look at this. Look at this. So we're gonna, they can be very soft, guys, so we don't want to really break them. I like to have these, like, you know, when they're drained, maybe a day or two after, because the sap can be a little bit, you know, much on the tongue, right? So let's keep picking. Hi, Ingrid. Can you hear me, Ingrid? Just give me a wave. And you're watching from Brooklyn. Hi. All right, so let's look at some more. Let's take a look at the tree. Look at this. Look at all that. A whole heap of figs in a baby. These are perfect for smoothies. Still want to watch out for the wasp because they can get very defensive. Quite a bit of picking. I wish you were here, Ingrid. I would give you some, see what happens. So they start to eat already. So we're gonna toss this one. When I told my husband I was coming out to pick figs, he was like, they're not ready yet. Yeah, so this was like news to him. And it's okay to pick them like this. I mean, in color. They don't have to be, you know, purple all the way through. Oh, look at this. Let me show you some more. Let me get my camera. Focus right here. Can you see these? Can you see these? Oh. This tree is like maybe about 4 years old. I remember buying this tree in Walmart and never had a fig tree before. And what caused me to buy this fig tree I went on vacation. I went by the beach, and some of the beach houses on the property, they had figs in the yard. And, you know, right along the fence in one particular yard, it was hanging over. And I picked maybe just a handful. And I'm like, I like these. And so when I saw the fig tree in Walmart, look at this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to harvest them, most of them tonight, but I really would love to. Stay with me. Have you ever had figs before? Please join. So, the only thing I do with this fig tree, guys, is pick, okay? My husband maintains these trees. He makes his own compost. He water them. And there's something magical happened, because when we bought this fig tree and he planted it the following year, it looked like it wasn't coming back. It was very, like, really dry, just come to a piece of stick. And we're like, nothing is going to come of this. This is it. And I was feeling disappointed that, you know, we're not going to have any more figs. And you keep nurturing that piece of stick. And then, boom, we start to see leaves. But the leaves were not coming on that stick. It gave like a second little branch shoot out, and then leaves start from there. And would you believe it that the figs, that's part that was dry, it never like came back, but it had life because it sent out other branches. And so this fig tree, my husband has propagated maybe about 15 or so trees from it, so much so that we're able to give away and even sell at a yard sale or garage sale. So it was really, and we still have more trees that is this big that I would love to show you, that they are in pots. So if, depending on where you live, you can get fig tree plant. You can have a potted fig tree plant. I have a friend of mine, she has, her husband actually have about, she said about 80 species of fig trees, fig plants, and he have them in pots along his fence. Like, he just use them to make a fence. So fig trees are really good. And what we can do with figs, we can make smoothies, we can put them in salad, we can eat them as is, we can dry them. There's so many health benefits, full of fiber to these figs. So let's keep picking. All right, so let's finish this patch. Thank you for picking figs with me tonight, guys. See, we have some under here. This is the first harvest for the season. And the thing about these figs, they will grow, they will bear for as long as the season lasts. So if I was in a all season weather, like all year weather, we would be picking figs all year. As long as it gets sun, it has sunlight. So these will go up until maybe around when the fall sets in and all the leaves are falling off the tree. It's just so faithful. So this is the mother tree. I call it the mother tree. So we're coming in with this little cluster, making sure that there's no snake on here. My husband will tell me there's no snake on there, but my caution is different. I don't want to see nothing wrap on anywhere. Okay. Hi. Hi, 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 hi. Thank you for joining Harvesting Figs from our backyard. Look at that. So many figs. I think we have as much leaves. Wow, look at this, guys. You got to see this. Look in here. Look at that. Okay, I like to use the scissor to cut them, because when you use your hands, depending on how soft the fig is, they may just squish in your hand, so you cut them. So far we have had this much. I just started picking. So, is it a lot of hard work to take care of these figs, honey?
No, it's not.
You actually enjoy it, right?
All they need is pruning at the end of the year and compost. That's what
Okay.
I put. And
Compost. Compost is essential for the growth, right?
yeah, because these figs have no commercial fertilizer in them. Nothing commercial. Everything is compost made in the backyard.
Okay. Recycle stuff from our kitchen sink.
Food scrap.
All right, so we're gonna come down here. Take a look. We have some more on here. And believe it or not, guys, this is not just, I mean, it may send down root over time in the ground in a box bed. They're in a box above ground. They're so faithful. As long as you treat them well, they do good by you. Great for breakfast cereal, great for snacks, smoothies. Just turn it on me. Okay. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's easy for me to do these first, because sometimes it's easy to pick it on the front, but back here, I have to suit up to come around here, unless you're gonna them. But we have a lot here to pick right now. I think I'm gonna lose this one. Can we put this in? Let's get this. Okay, guys, the container is growing. It is filling up. Let me finish it. Let me know if you've ever had figs before. And no, they're not dates. They're figs. Dates are different.
Okay, so you want to tell them what type of fig it is?
Can you tell me? Because I don't even remember what kind of fig it is.
Celestial.
These are celestial figs. Okay, guys. So my husband said this species is called the celestial figs. Celestial, because they're different species. So the evening sun is on us.
The sun is hot.
We're doing this. It's a little hot, but
It's hot.
I'm just gonna finish. Pick what I can pick on this side.
I didn't check the temperature, but I believe
I think it's about 100 and
gotta be 90
something.
at least.
Tell me what's the temperature in your area, guys. Okay. I don't even have my glasses on. If you see my eyes looking like this, I wear glasses. I just didn't think of wearing it to come pick some figs, right? So I can't get to say a shout out to you. You have your glasses on? Okay, do you use fertilizer? Yes.
No.
Does it, well, my husband will answer that.
Compost I make from my backyard.
So
I
he
don't
doesn't
buy
use
fertilizer.
fertilizers. He's used compost from our kitchen scrap, and he makes his compost. You want to tell our Sizzle and Spice family what kind of pump? You know, just a little snippet.
Well, I use the kitchen scrap and make compost. I put it with leaves, grasses, and so on, and then put it in the down to the plant at the end of the season. That's it, and water them.
Stay tuned, guys. We still have more fruits to show you. And this is in our small backyard, guys. I'll be right there to answer your question, guys. Just wanna put these. Why did I leave this here? I need to move this over here. I can also put it on. This is a very big. My husband tried to keep the tree low so we can reach them. But it still grow high, and he's trying to prune it yearly. I was a little disappointed when I see how much pruning he did and cut it. I'm like, man, he bring that tree down to nothing. But I guess he know what he's doing, because look, take a look. This whole
it's
big old side, a lot of figs up in the top, and believe it or not, it's not a one on the evening sun, and it was so far. I can't lift the container up to show you, but I'll show you at some point. I may be able to get everything at this moment, but maybe tomorrow in the morning when it's cooler, we'll get some more. I'm just finishing up what's on the side. There's a lot in the middle. Welcome everyone to my live. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like the live, guys, and share it with your friends, share it with family. It's so hot. I'm getting a nice sweat, and we are reaping some figs. All right. Stay there. Just kind of show the tree. Yeah, I think I'm disturbing some of those, I don't know if they're bees or wasp. What are they, honey? Bees or wasp?
Wasp, they're not bees.
Yeah, I think I'm disturbing them because they're kind of flying around. And these are the ones that suck in the nectar from the figs. Like the live as you come in, guys. Like the live. Harvesting figs in my backyard. And it is hot out here. I kind of like it. I feel like I'm in a sauna. I like it for the moment, not to stay out here. I like the fact that I'm getting both benefits. I'm perspiring and I am reaping our figs. See? What happens when they start to get in. So it's best to harvest them before they're starting to breed more and the tree become, you know, infested with them, and you don't want to pick them at that point when they're in there. Look at this branch. This is laden, guys. And the thing is with these, I have to be careful because there's some of them are soft. You can't even use a scissor to cut them because they will squish on the scissor. Oh, wait. Oh, you can't hold that. Like the live as you come in, guys. Let me know where you're watching from. Let's take it out the sun so it doesn't get hot too fast. It's a lot. You gotta.
Yeah. I think
I have to hire workers to come in to harvest these.
the rest will be done tomorrow or so. It's way too much more to do, and we already
I'm just finishing right here. I'm not going all around.
We already have a massive bowl full, so.
Well, I guess I didn't get to reap any of the blueberries, so the blackberries.
Is this making sense?
No, it's not yet. Okay, guys. Let's see if we can finish up this branch. Let me know if you like figs. These are all homegrown, guys, with all organic stuff. No pesticides. The caveat to that is when you don't have pesticides, you're going to have a lot of bugs to deal with. But even in your yard, you have a lot of bugs because you're not trying to chase them away. And some of them you want, like the bees for cross-pollination and stuff like that. But then there's always going to be those parasitic ones that's going to come as well. So, yeah. Hi Ingrid, sorry about that. I apologize. My phone overheated because that evening sun. So it disrupt the live. We're harvesting. I'm gonna show you a close-up. Look at this one. They're big. They're not really small fruits. When they're small, they're, you know, far and few between, but for the most part, they're big. They're very big, juicy, meaty. If you're looking for a high fiber diet, figs is it. And I would imagine if you look up other, you know, healing properties, so to speak. Yeah, figs have other healing properties. Husband suggested. So right now I'm gonna show you what I have in my bowl. In my little bowl. This is not even a dish, it's a bowl, and this is what I have so far. I can't carry anymore. I'm not gonna stress it. That's what we have so far, and still have more to harvest. Of course, you don't have to do it one shot because it's always gonna be coming and showing up and showing up. Figs are very faithful. Yeah? So we have some in here. If you can see. Let me know if you can see them. Oh my goodness, check this out. Lots and lots more. The tree's more like big and round, so you gotta walk around it. So we'll leave that for another day. But I also want to show you guys something. Like the live, like the live. Whew. Let me see if I can take this over here. I want to show you what happened to our persimmon. This is one of my favorite trees in the yard, guys. The persimmon, my husband pruned it up. I was so upset. I'm like, you take out too much of it. It's too much. Too much of it is out, blah, blah, blah. And so he went ahead, pruned it up, grew up nicely. And the other day we had a little storm. And look here, the Spice family. The branch, part of the branch ripped, and all the persimmons. I'm not sure if they're alive at this point, but I just could not stand to cut the tree. So we just leave them there. The squirrel are having a field day. This is another faithful tree. Oh, the branch is not totally severed from the tree, so there's a little bit of life going on there. I'm not sure how much it's gonna. I feel an attack. I think a wasp tried to attack me. Some of those are gonna be okay.
Then I'll take this branch down. Yeah, that's the only reason why I didn't finish cutting it down.
Okay, so you're waiting for a specific time to.
Yeah, because it's not totally broken up there.
Okay.
So there's being fed still.
Okay. So here we are. This is a persimmon tree. This is a faithful, faithful tree. We have lots and lots of persimmons from this tree annually. And this tree has been on this property for about 3 years old. The very first time we bought it, it bear.
Yeah, about at least 7 years.
This persimmon tree? Oh yes, that's right. Correction. My husband corrected me that it's been on the property for about 7 years. And so every year it's just been good. One thing that I did found out about the persimmon tree is that we woke up, we were doing good for maybe about the first 4 years. And year before last, we noticed that the persimmons, let me get out the sun so we can continue the live without any interruption from the heat. So the persimmons, we just noticed that a lot of persimmons starting to fall to the ground. Give this video a like the video and share it. A lot of persimmons start to fall to the ground. And so I was blaming it on the squirrel, because each time I see a squirrel, he's eating the persimmons. And I said to my husband, I don't like this thing, man. We need to catch him. You know, we need to get him out of here. We just couldn't catch him. They're smart. And anyway, last year I noticed that we did not have any squirrel interference. We did not have, you know, like losing the persimmons or anything. We didn't see any on the ground. And I was really excited. My husband and I were very excited to see that we were going to have a good harvest of the persimmon. But then this spring, after they started to come onto the tree, I noticed that persimmons were falling on the ground, and I'm like, oh my gosh, the squirrels are back. And strangely, I just couldn't come to terms that the squirrels are back and it's on the tree. So I stood there and I'm looking at about 50 persimmon on the ground. And I'm like, what's going on? And so when I researched it, I realized when the tree is overloaded with fruit, they shed. And to prove my point, a persimmon fell, plucked right from its stem at my feet. And I'm like, I was so glad that the tree was doing its thing and not the squirrel. Let me know in the comment if you ever have issues like these. And if you did, just know that the one of the characteristics of a persimmon tree, it does shed. We have, the species that we have is a it's not staining, non-astringent. So it's not staining. You can start, usually this
eat it right from the tree.
Once it turns orange, it's hard, but it's fit. and you can eat it right from the tree. It gives you a taste between, at that point, it gives you a taste between like a, a, a pear and an apple without the tart. It doesn't have any tart at all. And so we would have it, and when it's really, really ripe to the point like a tomato, it's even get more, syrupy. So we were blessed to find, we just bump into this in the Asian market, and we were blessed to find a persimmon tree and of that is non-astringent. Yes, so that's it with our darling tree. A lot of our friends have enjoyed from the persimmon. So, we hope, nature does its thing. It's not life, and hopefully the tree won't become unbalanced eventually.
The only thing about this tree is that it's very difficult to propagate. Like how I could cut up trees from the
right. You could propagate the fig easily.
I propagate the fig. I propagate the blackberry. But I haven't been able to propagate the
persimmon.
After all these years of trying. I want to continue to keep trying, but I don't know.
Maybe that's just the nature of it.
Yeah, it's hard to propagate.
All right, like up the live people, come on in. Can you hear me, Ingrid? If you can hear me, give me a thumbs up. Just want to make sure you're hearing me. My live is still going, so that's a good thing. All right, so now we have another tree that I'm going to show you. We had some rain recently, guys, so we have a lot of grass. This is not how we want to show you the yard with the grass, but it is what it is for now until you get it cut, and it's too hot to cut it right now. He said he's going to cut it early in the morning, but anyway, we're about business right now, so we're going to show you our other tree. So here we have this is a blackberries. It's a little, they don't just keep on giving and giving. Once it bears, and you may have 3 pins from it because you're just going to ripen. You pick them, that's it for the season until next season. So this tree was very faithful, laden. A lot of them fed my lot. He's the one who really harvested. I just wish I had the opportunity to really get some videos to show you guys. But this is the first tree that we bought, the blackberry tree, our shrub, whatever you call it. And I'm not a farmer. I like flowers. I don't mind a little, fruit, but I'm not one who know anything about the garden like that. So this shrub, from this, he was able to propagate at least. May, how many trees you got from this? Ale, how many trees you got from this? How many trees you propagate from this?
I got 3 of them down there in the garden.
So, and this make 4.
4, yeah. I got
So we have 3 that he propagated in a different, pot, and this one make 4. This is a mommy tree. So kudos to our blackberry. They big, they grow really nice. I didn't get any, but my husband enjoyed it, so that's a good thing. My grandkids, they don't do these. So, all right. So here's another baby that my husband was about to give up on because he said, listen, if you're not going to bear fruit, you cannot be in my yard unless it's the flowers that I want to have happen. But so this, we have 2 grapevine that we got this also again in Walmart, not Walmart, I think in Home Depot. And I bought 2 because you have to have 2 for cross-pollination. And brought them in, and he planted it. The year it didn't do so hot, didn't look so like it was gonna do good, and he wanted to take it out. I'm like, please don't touch it yet. And he kept it there, and this year it's like all over the grass. So he said we can put it up on, what do you call that? What do you call that? Like a trestle that you put it up on? I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Where you can have like a arch for it. But for the fall, when it becomes wispy, after the leaves are gone, then we will put it up on the stand or over the arch. What I like about it, I happened to look through the bushes and I noticed that there are some grapes on there. So let's take a look. All right. Pardon my sweat. I'm in the backyard and we are reaping some stuff from the garden. Hey, hey, my Sizzle and Spice friends, give me a thumbs up, give me a fire. We just, harvest some figs, and now we're harvesting. Just showing you what went down with my fig tree, my persimmon tree. It's none of the worst. It's still our baby, and we're still gonna get fruits from it, and that's a good thing. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button, okay? So let's take a look at the grapes and see what that look like. And let me know if we need to invest in this grape tree, all right? So my husband can hear how you guys feel about it. Hey, honey, can you come and point down into the... So I'm going in. I got my water boots on. Let me get my gloves, all right? We're in a southern state, guys. We do have garden snake, and I don't want to see any but
We
God.
don't have snake in this yard.
I can't tell him that because he's set on there's no snake, and I'm not gonna fight him down. But what I do know, I'm taking caution. I got my my water boots on, and it's a little hot on my feet right now, but it's okay.
There were snakes here. I will see them. I'm in this yard every day.
Okay, so I'm putting on my gloves and we're gonna go in. All right. So you could just point it in, because where I saw. And let me know in the comment, guys, if we should save this grapevine or if we should get rid of it. So we're moving in.
I want to get rid of it. You told me to leave it.
No, leave it. Leave it.
I don't want it. Really.
These grapevines are like $30, $30-something a piece.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the money.
Yeah, well, I worry about the money. Women worry about the money. Oh, thank you. So you want to lift it over here? I don't want to.
Some grapes right here. Look.
Let's get it. Oh, there's a little bit here. Oh, I left the scissor. But anyway, here are some grapes, guys. Let's see if we can bring it a little closer. Let's get the scissor. Here are some grapes. There's some here. I think we should just pick them and enjoy the fruits of our labor, right? So let's cut this little one right here. Let me know if we should be keeping these, guys, or if we should just root it out. So let's put this aside and let's go in a little bit more. It's all over in the fence, and some of them starting to fall off. Insects starting to eat them.
Take over inside there too, so that's what I was telling you. I need cleaning out first.
But that's okay. Or my Sizzle and Spice friends like authenticity. This is not how the yard this time. So, is there any more that we can? There was some that I saw the other day. A nice big bunch. Here's a nice big bunch. Let me go into it. Okay, guys. Let me get this one. This is good. Most of them is on the... Whew. Okay, guys. So I'm back inside. And it's quite an ordeal. I'm not going back outside to pick anything else. It is what it is. It is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. But let me know if I should keep the grape. Let me know if I should keep the vine. So I'm going to show you what I got. Thank you for staying tuned, Ingrid. Let me get my glasses so I don't be squinting. Let's see if I have it nearby. Yeah, I brought my glasses down here. I need to see my people.
They know to look. Look.
All right. So I'm back and I can see much better now. Yeah, so let me see. Welcome back. Thank you. So you think I should keep the fig? Not the fig, the grape. So we got a lot of them fell off and in the shrubs, in the grass, the thickness of the grass. So we'll take care of that. And I'm going to show you. Look at these bunches. Talk to me. Look at that. That's just some of it. Look at that. Yeah. And we still have more here. We got some more and some loose ones. Yeah. Now I wanted to show you also, we have this. My husband got this from the garden. So you plant these pumpkins. These pumpkins are pumpkins that you use to make, like, bake the seeds. So whatever you want to do with it. Otherwise, it's not like what they call the kabocha pumpkin or the pumpkin like we're used to back home. These are a little bit more softer and thin. I think these are just for harvesting seeds. For roasting, their seeds are bigger. And here's another one that I went with my non-farmer, non-know anything about garden self and picked it. So it's very light. I knew it wasn't gonna be like, because you can hear it, feels very hollow, but the seeds are big. I think I may have cut it open, so let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Can you hear me? Let me put my glasses on for the conversation. Are you hearing me? Welcome to the live. If you're just joining, welcome. All right. So sorry that the live was cut. Let me know where you're watching from so we can talk a little bit more. I'm really not the person who does the gardening. It's my husband. I just focus on the kitchen scrap and go out there, and if I need something to pick, I pick it. But I really wanted to show you some more of, what some of our, updates. If you look in one of my video, you'll see we were getting ready to do some planting of seedlings. And so a lot of those veggies, we're harvesting them. My husband does not really, well, some canning, but he dries them. So he dries some of the tomatoes, he dries the persimmons, and just have them as, all year round, where we can, enjoy as a delicacy. All right. We, also have peppers and stuff, but I'll save that for the next video, and show you some of the things that we have in the garden and how it's doing. All right. So, let me show you the figs. Do you want to see how much figs I was able to harvest? Hi, thank you for the wave. Thank you for the wave. Come in the room. I apologize again. My phone got overheated because I was in the yard on that evening sun. Turns to our property where the trees are, and we were getting a lot of that coming through that heat. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, my husband just brought this. These are some tomatoes that he harvested, and these are all tomatoes he bottled up, and they're in a brine. Okay.
These are dry ones.
These are the one that's in the brine. The tomatoes, yeah. Perfect to keep all year round. Yeah, see. These are tomatoes from the garden that was already harvested. And the other one we have here are the dry ones that he put on the, what do you call that thing? That drying rack?
Dehydrator.
The dehydrator. You put these on the dehydrator. Let me wash my hands so I can take one out and show that to you. Oh, I was wondering what's on my hand. It feels very slippery and weird. But I just realized that it's the sap from the figs. Oh yeah. It feels kind of weird on my hands. As I'm washing it, it feels very, very slippery. It's like, probably should put some soap on it, right? Let me do that. Share the video, guys. Share the live. Like the live. You can't give it too much like, guys. YouTube like when there's an engagement. Just share the live. Like it up. Send those hearts. If you're liking the videos, the live so far, send the hearts, guys. Put those hearts up. Pardon me, I'm all perspiring right now, but it's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. It's a good thing. So here we have the dried. This was on the dehydrator. Thank you for joining the room. Like the live as you come in. Just going over some of the harvesting that we have been doing. My husband has been doing since the season starts. A little bit of update. We had to cut the live because the evening sun was on us. The phone would not allow us to go further. So here, these are the one that's been dried. And these are sweet and tart at the same time. Perfect for pasta, when you're making pastas and all that stuff. And we have them all. And this could be even maybe a dozen, not a dozen, 2 dozen tomatoes sliced thin to get this amount. Okay? And these will serve as long as, you could also put these in like a mason jar, some in a mason jar, and pour some olive oil on it. And if you want a little bit of rosemary, you can really make a real, nice fragrance olive oil with this for your pasta and whatever you want to make. All right. So again, let me show you some of our tomatoes. You're just joining us. Here's some of our tomatoes. Like the live, guys. Like the live. Hello. Hello, Ludvine. Ludivine, hello.
What you were talking about, this is the same thing.
So what this one is?
With olive oil.
Okay, so this is one that my husband already have olive oil on, right? And for him, he, just tell what he have in there. So this one is, let me see if I can get a whiff. I don't want to put my nose over it. Wow. This smells so good. So this have garlic. I see garlic. I see tomatoes. I see scallions, because we have scallions also, green scallions. I see dry green and it's best to put the dry, whatever you put in it, make sure it's dry. I did a bottle 1 year. Again, I take no credit for anything that happens in the garden, besides purchase some of the things as I would be in the Home Depot area or wherever I can find them. I think I should get some water, right? I just came in out the heat. We want to get more into this. Like the live, guys. Let me see some fire. Let me see some love so we can go a little bit more. And I tell you what's in this. It is phenomenal. Let me get some water. Like the live, guys. Like the live. It's hot down here. I think the Charlotte area is very, very hot today. It's summer. The plants are loving it if they have enough water. if you have missed the first live, we started when we were in the garden and we had to cut it because the phone overheated. And so I'll be picking up again tomorrow. When my husband is cutting the grass, you'll get to see a little bit more. We had a little storm pass through, nothing major like a tornado, and kind of blow some things down and break off a branch of our persimmon tree. It's like 7 years old. And yeah, we already reap our blackberries. Those were phenomenal. We don't use regular compost fertilizers, all compost. So we deal with a lot of bugs around here. Nature just runs around here. Like the live, guys. And let me know where you're watching from. Thank you. I see you can hear me. Thank you so much. So yes, here's our tomatoes. So let's get back to what's in here. So it's very fragrant. See? Right? And it smells great. So my husband just have this with maybe some crackers, hard crackers. We have a crackers in Jamaica we call Excelsior crackers, and it's hard. And you can have this with a baguette, toasted baguette. If you have stale bread, put it in your oven and just let it crisp up. This, and you can serve goat cheese. You warm it, put it in the little, dish or your little plate, and you put some goat cheese there, and you can also add some pasta sauce, on the side, and dip and have your nice delicacy. If you're having friends over or just a regular afternoon brunch and you're doing a charcuterie platter, you can have that as well. So this is just some of the ways that we can utilize, what's in the garden, canning and preserving stuff. Again, we got some pumpkins. These are for roasting the seeds. This is what these pumpkins were bred for. They're just for the to make the pumpkin seeds. And if you have just joined the live, we have some grapes that we got off our, as I was sharing earlier, that my husband wants to get rid of the grape tree, the vines, because they weren't doing their greatest. And he was like, nothing stays on this property if it's not gonna bring fruit. And I was like advocating for it. I'm like, no, you can't touch it. Leave it. So it didn't nurture it the way how we should be nurtured, but nonetheless, it was faithful. And so this is just some of the grapes that I picked. So comment below. Say something. Let me know if we should keep the vine and put it on this arch for next year. He said whatever he's going to do, he'll have to wait until the fall when all the leaves are off and it's all wispy. Then he can put it up on its rise, right? Now for the guest of honor, the very thing that brought me outside in the garden, guys. This is the figs that we picked just now that have me sweating like a horse. This is the figs, one bowl, and this doesn't even touch the tree yet. This is just the first harvest and still more to pick. Okay, so yeah. And they are not small. These are big figs. These are really big. I'm not even trying to be selective about what I'm picking out. They're just big. And these are perfect to have with cereal. They're perfect to make you can boil these down and reduce them into a glaze. So much thing you could do with it. It's perfect fiber. Good for, they just have healing properties. Even from Bible days. You remember when, I think it was Hezekiah in the Bible who got the message from Isaiah the prophet that he was going to die. The Lord told him to tell Hezekiah that he was going to die because he had a bad sepsis. We would call sepsis in this time. And so Hezekiah turned his face to his wall, and he cried and he wept unto the Lord and asked the Lord to save him, because he was also the leader who was fighting in the army for the children of Israel. And he said, he begged the Lord to save his life, because if he takes him, if he allowed this bacteria to kill him or to take him out, then who is going to be the leader to fight for the people? So just in case you may have known that story, Ezekiah didn't just ask for life for himself. He wanted to help somebody else. He wanted to help the children of Israel. And so the Lord answered his prayer, heard his prayer, and tell Isaiah to go and tell him that he is to make a poultice, what we would call like a balm, make a poultice with the fig leaf and put it on this boil. And the scripture said he got 15 more years. So fig is very big in biblical times. Funny to say, this figs, there are several different species. What's the name of our species?
Celestial.
Okay, so what we have is the celestial species. It's always good when you buy fruits and stuff. Keep that little sticker if you didn't know. Just keep it in the pot. Let it stay there for as long as. Because the good thing is those little stickers, those little name tags, they are not paper. They're plastic. They can only bury or blow away, but they won't, decay. Yes, so those are the celestial figs. And believe it or not, my husband has propagated about, I could say around maybe about a dozen to dozen and a half figs from that tree, other trees. Some we give away, some we sell at our yard sale. And if you know anything about figs, they could run, anywhere like $30. Yeah. So yeah, figs are wonderful to have. You can dry them and you can put them in your cereal. You could do anything with them. So yeah. So that's what's going on in our garden for now, guys. So I showed you the figs, I showed you some grapes. And so tomorrow morning, God's willing, when my husband is, cleaning up the yard, I'll show you some more of the fruits that we have. I showed you our blackberries. We reaped those already. And it's straight from the garden to our table. Most of what we have, we use it, in our meals. Tomatoes, sweet peppers, and such. We use it in our meals. So if you have enjoyed this video so far, this live, give it a like. Let me know what you have in your garden. And if you are, because some people live in communities that they cannot have like a tree, if they're in a one of those subdivisions that they have HOA, they don't allow them to have, trees. Believe it or not, you can have it in a pot. I really want to show you guys tomorrow. Join me tomorrow, say around 10 a.m. for the live. I'll put a notification because I want to show you fig trees that is like yay big, and they're in the pot. They will get some, some feeding from the ground because the roots are gonna, like transcend through the pot. But overall, you can lift your pot out, and the more you prune them, is the more they spread. Especially this fig that we have. A friend of mine saw these figs that when I bring them to work, and she fell in love with it. Her husband, he have like a collection of figs, and so she traded me 2 of her figs, 2 different species, for one, because I only have 1 species, for 1 pot of ours. And she told me, we did this was last year. Now he takes care of his figs so much, he have name tags on them, like little plates, little metal plates. And we got these 2 pots, nicely cared for figs. One had a little fig on it. It was almost the end of the season. Let me drink some water. It's very, very hot down here. Let me know if it's hot where you are. All right. So now she told me this year, last week, she says, oh, the figs are doing so good. Well, not figs, but the fig. She said the tree is very lush, and oh my goodness. And she was just raving. I couldn't tell her anything about the fig just yet because I don't know what's going on with her figs. So my husband keep them in his, his greenhouse throughout the winter, as he would do with his other plants that he would bring in throughout the colder months. And so I asked him recently, how was the figs? I want to be able to give her some report. He said the figs did not make it. And I'm telling you, I feel so bad. It's like a kid, because I know the the effort that her husband put into making those caring for those figs. I mean, he named them. He wouldn't even give them to somebody that he think is not going to care them. So because or we share conversation about how her husband is doing with the garden and stuff, so he knew it was going to a good home to be cared for. And I really, really feel bad. My husband said they didn't last. So what do I tell her? Tell me what should I tell her comes when I see her again and she asks how the figs are doing. Just tell her they died or they didn't make it. Yeah. I need to tell her in a way that she just don't think that they were less treated, which that was not the case. Anyway, so these figs are very, very in my opinion, from our experience observation, it's very robust. I think with the composting that my husband does with them has really give them a good foundation to start them off. Nothing like the compost. I don't like composting stuff. I don't like to deal with all the because they come with little knots and flat. I can't take it. But the benefits of it on your garden is on another level in comparison to the store-bought. Yeah. So anyway, thank you so much for sticking around. I'm gonna run. I'm gonna wash these fruits and get them situated and get ready to take a shower. And I'll catch you tomorrow on my next live, God's willing. Remember, put God first in all that you do. Okay? Yeah, man. Ciao. Bye. Give me a wave. Give me a wave.